I know that choosing the right major in college could be one of the hardest things to do, which is why I'm coming at you guys with this video, and I'm going to give you guys 3 things that I wish that I knew before I majored in computer science, which will hopefully give you guys insight and make your decision much easier. Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel. I'm Kazim, aka Zim the Dream, and for today's video, like I said, I'm going to be giving you guys 3 things that I wish that I knew before I majored in computer science. Go ahead and dive into this video. Make sure you guys just give me a big thumbs up and you subscribe to my channel down below. It would really mean a lot. And without further ado, let's just get right into the video. So the first thing that I wish that I knew is that I did not need to know how to code. I know a lot of you guys are probably in the same boat that I was probably in before college, and you didn't know anything about coding or how to code. I'm here to tell you that's completely fine and that's completely okay, and that doesn't mean that you're going to do terrible in college. You can still be successful in college even if you don't know anything about coding. My senior year of high school, I spent a lot of time stressing about not knowing how to code, and honestly, I felt like I was going to be that guy that just was kind of behind because everybody knew how to code and I didn't. So one thing that I did sort of to help me prepare is my school was offering an AP Computer Science Principles class. So I decided, you know what, I'm going to go ahead and take this class and hopefully I can get a leg up and know more about computer science than I already did. This was the first year that my school offered this class. So I was like, you know what, this is perfect. Like, I have to take this class. That class was completely useless and I didn't learn a thing. You know, I'm not trying to throw shade, but it could have been because the teacher wasn't all that good or the class wasn't really structured to where it was the same anywhere you took it. It was all different depending on what school you went to. One of my close friends, shout out to Eli if you're watching this video, we're sort of on the same journey with computer science, and we took that class together, and every day we would just look at each other like, what the fuck is going on? And when it came time to take the AP test, sure enough, your boy passed. However, I didn't get to test out of any classes for college, so it was once again sort of useless. So I spent all of that time really worrying about computer science and not really knowing anything about it, when the fact was, if I had an interest in computer science and I knew that it was going to involve coding and learning programming languages and all of that sort of stuff, I really didn't need to know about it. The whole reason of paying all this money for this 4-year university is so that they can teach me what I need to know. By the time that I have my degree, I hopefully know everything that I need to know so that when it's time to apply myself to the real world, I can do so. I wish I didn't put all that pressure on myself to really, you know, try and figure everything out the last minute, when in reality, you really don't need to know everything. That's the whole purpose of college, is to figure out what it is that you are going to be doing and really set you up. With all of that, this leads me into my next point. You know, the people watching this video, they could be seniors, but they could also be freshmen, you know, interested in computer science. And I wish that I knew the benefit of learning different programming languages, because this is going to be very beneficial to you. Python, C++, Java, these are all courses that you're most likely going to take in college when you're trying to get this degree. And learning that before college and having that under your belt is going to give you the leg up, because you're literally taking a class about the language. That's something that, like, I sort of understood, but I didn't really grasp the concept. Like, if I knew these languages ahead, really the class is a piece of cake, because for the most part, I already know what I'm doing, and all of this introductory material, I already know it because I'm just that good. When I was around 11 or 12, I started showing interest in coding, and I started playing with HTML and Hello World, and I just started having fun with all of those. And my dad told me, he was like, look, you could really take this a step further and you could really start practicing these things and mastering these different languages. I was like, look, I'm not doing that. I honestly regret it, because at the time I just wasn't really focused on that. But if I would have took his advice, I would have already been a mastermind by now, and I would already be pretty much a genius. Many of you guys are like me and you don't have any experience going into college, which, like I said, is completely fine. And you probably don't have the time right now to be like, okay, that's good advice, but let me go ahead and just start learning all of these languages. You probably don't have the time for that, which is true. But what you can do is start looking at the courses that you're going to take first, and you can just start introducing yourself to those concepts and familiarizing yourself with everything that you're going to be learning. That's what I did in my beginning courses of college, and I'm still doing that, honestly. When I know that I'm taking this programming language, before I take the class, I'm already, watching videos and I'm learning different stuff about it, so that when I go into the class, I'm like, okay, this is clicking now. And now I'm not at that level where it's like everything is completely new to me and I'm just aloof. Rather, I'm actually understanding pieces that I've sort of already came across. So that's one of the tips that I have for you seniors, in high school, that's gonna make you feel prepared and make you feel ready to tackle any computer science obstacle you have. So no, you do not need to know everything about coding and computer science. Yes, it is gonna be beneficial for you to know those languages before entering college. And now lastly, one thing that I wish that I knew before starting this major is I wish that I knew how stressful computer science really is. And listen, I have to be real with you guys. This major is not making the big bucks for no reason. It's a hard major. Whether you know coding or not before coming into college, you are gonna be stressed out in this major. And that's just honestly the truth, just plain out. You're gonna face a lot of stress. However, there are things that you guys can do to minimize that stress. And I'll share with you guys a personal example. So my freshman year, I was doing pretty well in classes, but as you go up and as you move up to different classes, it gets harder in difficulty. So when I was struggling in these classes, I wasn't really seeking help. I decided that, I was just trying to figure everything out on my own and just try and make the best of what I had. I wasn't really good at really bouncing ideas off of others to help me with whatever I was struggling with. So because of this, I was really stressed my freshman year, and I know others were probably going through the same thing. But one thing that I could have done to minimize that stress was to go to tutors more often when I had programming assignments and I just had bugs in my code. I should have went to office hours and I should have went to the tutors more. You have somebody who you could talk to about what you're going through in your code. They'll be able to provide assistance to you, and really it'll make you feel like you're not all alone in your struggle, and you'll be less stressed because of it. Another tip that I'll give to you guys: when you get a programming assignment or you get that homework, do not wait till the last couple days to start doing it. Instead of doing that, try breaking it down maybe like a week ahead of time. I know everybody says, don't wait till the last minute, don't procrastinate, don't do all of those things, but it's so real with computer science. You could literally be doing your project for an entire day and be stuck for hours on code, and there's nothing you could do because at some point you don't have the knowledge to fix your code. So that's why you need to start days ahead of time, so that you're not as stressed out while trying to cram everything within the last day. Sometimes it may not even work out for you, you may not even be able to finish if you're cramming everything in the last minute. So it's really beneficial to start earlier and really start your assignments on time rather than waiting to the last moment. Time management is key, y'all. I could honestly go on and on things that you could do to minimize stress as a CS student, but I'll probably save that for another video. However, what I'm trying to get at is that this major really does require a lot of mental strength and mental power. Although it's going to be very rewarding when you figure out, a bug in your code, or you complete an assignment, or you're just understanding stuff, you're going to have that constant challenge and constant battle of struggling with things that might not make sense to you or things that you don't understand. So if you're not up for that constant battle and challenge, I would really consider whether or not you want to do this major. And that's my opinion. Definitely something that I wish that I knew. Not saying that I wouldn't major in computer science, because even if I know all these things, I probably would still major in computer science just because I like it that much. So that's why I'm bringing it up right now. I would really take some time and consider whether or not you would want to be a computer science major. So I really tried to make this video as helpful for you guys as I could. So please go ahead and drop a like down below and subscribe to my channel. Like I said, it really would mean a lot. If you guys have any comments or questions, as always, go ahead and drop those down below and I'll get back to you. And thank you guys so much for watching. Peace out.